Hey everybody, it is week 2 of MOVEmber and I'm super excited about this. All workouts this week go up to 25 minutes, and if that sounds a little bit overwhelming, don't worry about it. My workouts move really quickly. I always get that feedback, which makes me really happy because that's one of the things. You don't want to be so constantly aware of how long your workout is that you're counting the minutes and watching the clock. So I try to keep it moving, I try to keep it fun, interesting, moves that you haven't seen 1,000 times or done 1,000 times. So we're gonna start our warm up. If you've had any injuries, surgeries, anything like that, you know I like you to check with the doctor. So grab your wrist, and I want you to pull to one side. These are all very gentle stretches that we're doing right now. So take that into consideration. Take your fingers, push them back towards me. Now, one of the things that we are going to be doing today are isometric holds at the end of our reps. Put your thumbs on the front of your hips, push your shoulders towards me. It's a great stretch. Again, back. Hold on, I feel like my shot is a little bit low. Okay, hopefully that's a tiny bit better. So what that means is we will do a number of reps and then we will hold. So I'll tell you what the hold is before we go into our reps. It's great, it is a wonderful burn. The first one we're gonna do is a bi, shoulder, and tri blast. So you're gonna have your dumbbells in front of you, palms up. You're gonna lift arms to shoulder level. Then you're gonna do a bicep curl, okay? Then you're gonna extend over your head and you're gonna lower the dumbbells down between your shoulder blades. So you're gonna start here, up, bicep curl, extend, up, and then you wanna lower it between your shoulder blades. So you don't wanna go too heavy. I'm just getting a little air in here. You don't wanna go too heavy, but you don't wanna go too light. And you can always drop down, remember that. So I'm gonna go with 8. We are going to do 15 reps, and then this is our hold. Okay, we're gonna do a shoulder hold for 30 seconds. It burns so good, okay? Feet hip width apart, core tight, shoulders back. Lift those arms up, squeeze your biceps. You've gotta keep your core tight the entire time, very important. So that's 1. So again, we're doing 15. Your core is the center of your power. It's gonna keep you stable. And at the same time, it is getting stronger and more defined, which is great. Okay, that was 4. With the 8-pound dumbbells, I am going down because they were getting too heavy and I wanted to keep really good form, okay? We have 10 more. At some point, you might need to drop the weights completely, and that is totally fine. I'm gonna go sideways so you can see my form. I know this burns. Do not let your form falter. Very important. We have 6 more. How are you feeling? Do you need to drop down in weight or drop completely? 5 more. I'm gonna drop to my 3s. That's why I always encourage you guys to get 2 or 3 pound weights. They come in handy. What did I say? We have any more? Did we have? We got this. I think we have 2 more. Squeeze, release, up and lower. Squeeze those triceps to get them back to the top. 1 more. We can totally do this. Now, what are you gonna pick for your hold? I have not decided yet either. Oh, good morning, Stephanie. My shot is still a little too low. Okay, for my hold, I'm gonna go with 5s and see what I can do. Remember to breathe through these holds. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Very important. Okay, feet hip width apart, your palms are up, your core is tight. core is super tight. You need it. And you squeeze those shoulders. Keep those palms up. It's okay to take a break if you need to. Go back up. We have less than 10 seconds. 2, 1, done. See what I mean about the burn? Okay, have a little sip of water. I know that kicked our butts. But that is why I call this workout slow burn, and I have it different variations for all my workouts, legs, arms, back, the whole 9 yards. Okay, so next what we're gonna do are called rainbows. So we're gonna hold 2 dumbbells down by our side. You're gonna make a move across your body as if you're painting rainbows across the sky, okay? So you want the weight to stay as close to your body as you can, so you're really squeezing your bicep, tricep, and shoulders. Do not go too heavy on this. I'm gonna start with 8s because I can always drop down. That is key to remember. You can always drop down. Okay, your feet are hip width apart. Squeeze that core. You want to be so stable that only your arms are moving. I don't want you going off momentum and going like that to fling the weight. Okay, if you need to fling the weight or use any momentum, your weight is too heavy. Okay, I'm dropping down for the remaining 10. Come on, squeeze. Just imagine a big paintbrush and you're painting a beautiful rainbow. Sometimes visualizing things, other things, pretty things, 4 more can help you work your way through the reps a little faster, get your mind off it, and also concentrating on your breathing can do that too. Whew. Okay, so our hold is going to be out to here, across your body. You want that arm straight, but as close to you as you can go. And the great thing about this hold is, again, you're not just working your shoulders, you also really have to squeeze your biceps and triceps, and that's what we're going with. We want to work this entire area so that we get strong arms that are lean and defined. Do not worry about bulking up. It is very, very hard for women to bulk up unless they're super intentional about it, but it is a fear that a lot of women have. I don't want to lift weights because I don't want to look like a man. You are not going to look like a man. You have to put a lot of thought, a lot of weight into making that happen, okay? So we're going to do 30 seconds on each side. Breathe through it. Keep that arm as straight as you can. Your core is super tight. You want to squeeze those biceps, those triceps, and those shoulders. You're going to be hard pressed to see what burns more, biceps, triceps, or shoulders for this hold. We have 5 seconds, and we're going to go right into the other arm. 3, 2, 1. At any time, you can drop the weight. There is no shame in that at all. You can still squeeze, you can still do that hold. Is your core tight? And are you breathing through? Come on, we have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Love, 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 love this workout so much, and I hope you do too. Okay, so the next one we're going to do are tricep elbows on the ball. So you're going to lay in a flat position on the ball. You're going to hold the dumbbells above your chest, and your elbows are going to be out to the side, and you're going to extend out and in, out and in, and that is going to be our hold. So with your ball, how squishy do you want your ball? Not very. When your ball is too squishy, it really lessens the challenge and the work that you have to do here, to keep the ball stable. So the fuller it is, you have to work harder. So for this one, you don't want to go too heavy. I'm gonna go with 8s and see how that goes. But remember, you're not making a lifetime commitment to a weight. You're really picking a weight that you think is gonna work. And if it ends up being a little too heavy, that's completely fine. Don't worry about it. So you wanna roll out on the ball. You are pushing up. I feel like I'm a little far out. There we go. So you're driving up through your heels, okay? Very critical. You want to squeeze those glutes and squeeze those abs as hard as you can. The closer you put your legs together, the harder you're going to have to work both of those places to keep you stable. So it's a wonderful burn, and then you're working those areas even though we're working our upper body. Okay, so your elbows point out, squeeze those triceps, come back in. Remember, do not go too heavy. Squeeze. This is all about the triceps, so really visualize those muscles. 10 more. Now your glutes and your abs should be as much on fire as your triceps. This weight is really good for me. You see, these last few are going to be really challenging, but that's what we want. If you breeze through all 15 of these, your weight is too light. Okay. Whew. Love that one. Love the way it feels. Love the burn in the triceps. You will start to see this definition really quickly if you work it. So definitely do that. Okay. So my hold, I'm going down to my 5s for the hold. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I should put this so I can see it. Okay, let's go. Squeeze those triceps as hard as you can. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs, but really what you're visualizing in your mind's eye are your triceps that are working so hard right now. Your biceps are also going to feel it. Drop the weights if you need to. We have 10 more seconds. You can still squeeze those triceps and those glutes and those abs. Good work. Good work. Oh my gosh, my glutes are so sore. Okay. Take a drink of water. Very important to stay hydrated. You want to make sure, though, that you don't take big gulps of water. Little sips is good. Okay. Okay. Next one we're going to do is a support bicep curl. So you're going to put your hand or your fist underneath, not quite at your elbow, a little bit further up, more like underneath your tricep, and you are going to squeeze in. I'm going to sit on my ball while I do it. If I do that, I can get a little bit of extra core work in because I'm having to keep myself stable on the ball. What else do you want to remember? You want a full extension when you come out, so your biceps really have to work when they're squeezing and when you're curling in, but then you also really want to squeeze when you're curling out. Don't just fight in one direction and then sort of limply release it. That's bad. We don't want to do that. I'm breathing really hard right now. My heart is pounding. And that is what I tell people. Again, women are like, I have to get my cardio. I have to get my cardio. Do these workouts and count your calories. And you will see. I have a friend who sends me all the time. She's blown away by how many calories these workouts burn. Okay? Your feet can be together if it's harder, a little bit further apart. Support, so you want to squeeze that bicep on the in and the out. We're doing 15. How does your weight feel? All I'll tell you is you can always drop down. But like, I'm gonna keep this one. These last 5 are challenging. We're gonna wait to do our hold, but now we're gonna go the other side. Squeeze. 10 more. You guys keep going. My YouTube has frozen, and I'm not sure why.